Alright guys, and greetings from Joshua Tree National Park.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. It's Anthony here. So for today's video, I have a fun one actually. Today, it's about 7 a.m. and I have the day planned out, heading up to Joshua Tree National Park. I've never been, so this will be my first time, but my reason for going is to complete one of my top photography goals I have for this year, which is to take some photos of the stars, so a little astrophotography. And besides that, throughout the day, I'm planning to do a little landscape photography, hopefully with all the Joshua trees and rock formations that are in the park. And as far as gear for today, I'm taking my Canon EOS RP along with my Tamron 35mm. That way I can capture a really wide view of the area. And also because it's a fast lens at 1.8, it really should help me with capturing those stars at night. So let's go, I'm really excited about this one. I got my girlfriend coming along with me. So I'm gonna go pack my things in my car, eat a little breakfast, and head on up.
Greetings from Joshua Tree National Park. Finally made it. It's about 1 o'clock, so the sun's pretty high still. I got my girlfriend Megan hanging out with me, hanging next to this nice Joshua tree right here, with the sun right there. So right now I think we're in the middle of driving down to our main goal for today to check out Skull Rock and Arch Rock and the Cholla Cactus Gardens. But yeah, the goal right now is going to be to get some landscape shots with all these rock formations and the Joshua trees. So I got my Tamron 35mm with my Canon. So I'm gonna switch to the POV cam and let's see what shots we get. Alright, so we made it down to the Cholla Cactus Gardens. We got cacti as far as the eye can see. Megan already stepped on Cactus, which hurt her pretty bad. So you gotta be careful out here. These things are prickly. And also a quick side note, it's just so quiet here. It is the most like peaceful, relaxing thing. Just silence. It's wild. Alright guys, so it is dark now, and right now I'm right next to Skull Rock. I don't know if you can see on the GoPro, but I do have the camera set up, trying to take some astrophotography, some star photos. Megan, where are you? Up there somewhere. It's kind of spooky. It's really spooky actually. But I do have some moonlight on this day, so kind of bleeding into the stars, but trying to work my way around it. So let's see what we come up with. Alright, so got the tripod set up. Don't know if you can see, but there are some rocks. Skull Rock is actually over here. It's too dark to see on the GoPro though. Alright guys, back at my desk. So I just wanted to add some last second input and how I thought things went.
Joshua Tree, man. Joshua Tree was just cool. It was an adventure. Like I said, this is my first time going, and I definitely see myself going again in the future. There was a lot more of Joshua Tree to see, but like I said, my main focus during the day was scouting locations and seeing what would make a good foreground for that night sky backdrop. But as you saw, I also did take the opportunity to take those landscape shots during the day with all those rock formations and the abundance of Joshua trees. Also, the Cholla cactus gardens were really nice, but a fair warning if you ever do go, or if you come across these in real life, stay away from them, because if you the slightest brush against them, and we learned the hard way, they will mess you up, and those barbs are really hard to take out. So be careful if you ever go do that, and stay on the trail. Again, the lens and camera I took on this trip were my Canon EOS RP full frame camera with 35mm Tamron lens, which is an EF lens, and I really should mention I was using the EF to RF adapter. I did shoot in manual the entire day, so for those landscape shots where the sun was still high, I was shooting at 400 to 500th of a second with my aperture at about 7.1 to 9 at a really low ISO of 100. And when the sun fell and nighttime came, of course my settings changed to long exposures. So in order to capture those night shots, I was shooting at about 10 to 15 seconds with the aperture at about f1.8 to f2 with my ISO staying at about 1600. So as far as my astrophotography shots, I do feel like they could have gone better, and I'll tell you why. Because, and as I mentioned in that one clip, we went on a night where the moon was actually still pretty lit up. Like I said, this is my absolute first time trying this type of photography, and I gotta tell you, somehow I ignored when I was researching all this that you really do gotta plan it. Planning is super important for this. You have to really go on a night when the phase of the moon is actually a new moon, so that way there's no light bleeding into the stars, and therefore affecting your photos. The night I took my photos, I believe the moon was at a waxing gibbous, which wasn't a complete full moon, but it was still pretty well lit, and therefore it was bleeding into my photos, and I was noticing that a lot. So I had to work my way around it and shoot areas that were not backlit by the moonlight. So what I was hoping to get were those dramatic Milky Way shots that you see, but I ended up getting just mostly twinkles, but hey, they're still stars. So now I know in the future when I do try to do this again, that I will probably have to better plan out the day and go on the night of a new moon, so there's that. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, or it at least gave you some inspiration. Please make sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing for more videos like this. And with that said, I will catch you all in my next video.